win in 11 games. That's Vladimir Guerrero. This is what he can do to Shane Reynolds. His 8th home run of the year. Guerrero 2 for 4 RBI. He's hitting .383. 1-0 Expos in the 6th. Same score, as I just said, 2-on-1 out. Lance Berkman responding to a good visual. His major league leading 11th home run. It's 3-1 Astros now. That one coming off of Tony Armas. Top of the 7th, 3-2 Astros. 2-on, 2-out Guerrero. Off of Octavio Dotel's fastball. A 3-run home run is 2nd of the game, 9th of the year. It's 5-3 Montreal. Bottom 9, 2 out. Craig Biggio, the tying run at the plate. That's his wife, Patty, hoping Craig can at least tie up this game. But, sorry, Patty. Craig was 0 for 4. He's hitting .255. Matt Hergis with his 5th save, and the Expos win for the 9th time in the last 11 games to stay tied with the Mets for first in the NL East. Guerrero, 4 more ribbies. He now has 16 in his last 17 games.
We'll stay in the National League. Expos going for the sweep. Craig Biggio says, we haven't found our identity yet. This might help. Leadoff home run. That's off Carl Pavano, who pitched well. 30th career leadoff home run for Craig Biggio in his outstanding career. And look at this, bases loaded for Biggio. Puts that down there, 1 run will score. 2 run will score. 3 RBIs for Biggio. And the Astros break back and get this one 8-2. Tim Redding went 6, gave up 1 run. First win of the year as the Astros avoid the 3 games.
At the plate with Junior Spivey on base. Bottom 1. There it goes. Way back in right. Is it deep enough? It is gone. 2-0. Batista's 2-run shot. 6th of the year. Next man up, Steve Finley. Way back. If you're in the pool, look out. Finley's 8th of the year. Next man up, Damian Miller. So we have back-to-back jacks. Miller's 7th. 4-0 Arizona. Top 5. It's Kurt Schilling. Schilling is on. Peter Bergeron, 1 out. Orlando Cabrera. 2 batters later, ring him up, sit him down. Schilling 14 Ks in 7 innings of work. Top 8, Young Kim gets Brad Wilkerson. Call strike 3. Wilkerson doesn't like the call. He gets thrown out of the ball game. Frank Robinson doesn't like the call. D-backs win at 6-3. Schilling gives up 3 earned runs in those 7 innings of work. Wins his 6th of the year. 4 Diamondbacks have at least 2 hits each. Luis Gonzalez entered the game as a defensive replacement in the 8th. Extends his consecutive game streak to 356.
3rd, 4-0 Zona. Brian Anderson pitching. Orlando Cabrera to shallow right. Danny Batista, he's going to have to use some shout to get the grass stains out. Top 8, Expos trail 5-4. Mike Myers pitching. Fernando Tatis playing in just his 4th game this season after the knee injury. Oh, behave. Solo shot, a long one. His 1st of the year. We're tied at 5. Bottom of 11. Rob Barajas, reserve catcher, facing Matt Hergis. Tatis can't handle it. That played Steve Finley. And the Diamondbacks win it 6-5. Eddie Oropesa pitched a perfect 11th for the victory. Tatis, in just his 4th game back, goes 3 for 5 with a ribby.
Any arms left for the series finale? Please, here we go. Vladimir Guerrero facing Rick Helling, who gives up gopher balls by the bunches, and tee it high and let it fly, please. Oh, it stays in the park. Gonzo's got it. Peter Bergeron going to score 1-zip Expos. Take a look again, though. Guerrero, I think he's got about a 3-wood. Maybe it's a driver, 8.5-degree loft, but he goes down. It's all good if you can get to it.
See the ball, hit it.
That is tremendous. Bottom 7, 3-2, Mark Grace facing Javier Vasquez. That's a single. Junior Spivey trying to come home and score, and he's in there. No, wait, he's out. Las Diaz punches him out. Look at it again. Looks like Ernest is home just in time before the tag. Good block of the play, but yeah, he's safe. Bob Brenly will come out and disagree. The skip said, all I'm going to say about this is that we saw the play differently. He didn't see the next play because he got thrown out. Bottom 8, Gonzalez hit his 7th home run in this game here, a single. Craig Counsell chugging home, and you're not really arguing the first one. You're arguing for the next one. And this time they call Counsell safe. Everybody loves Las Diaz, and the Diamondbacks win it by a count of 5-2. A broom job for the D-backs. First time the Expos fail to win at least 1 game in a series all season. Both teams swept over the weekend. Vlad Guerrero, April's Player of the Month. Bottom 4, Expos down 3-1. Michael Barrett trying to be the May Player of the Month. A rare 2-out knock for the Expos in this game. Ties it at 3. Barrett's 6th home run. We go top 5, same score, 3-3. Larry Walker, he's Canadian. Base hit up the middle, and rookie, oh boy, Andy Chavez boots that one. Chavez just called up. Peter Bergeron sent down because he's hitting a .187. A 3-base error. Colorado takes a 5-3 lead. Win it 5-3.
Montreal. Carl Pavano facing Todd Helton in the 4th. Todd Helton, God, 5th of the year. Look out in right field. Scattering fans. No scattering fan. 1-0. Bottom 5, Sean Chacon facing Brad Wilkerson with 2 outs. Grounded to short. Juan Uribe's throw to first, not in time. But Helton's throw to third is Ryan Schneider hosed. Rockies still up 1-0. Runners on the quarters in the 6th. Sean Chacon offering gets away, but Mike Mordecai is hosed at the plate. Bobby Estalella getting the throw. And Larry Walker in the 7th, adding a little more offense for the team. Walker's 7th. Rockies cruise 5-0. Chacon gets his first road win since last July 14th. 9 straight losing road decisions before this one. The Expos have now lost 6 in a row.
Especially when 3,183 people are there to see as they were Thursday night. Top 9 Expos up 5-4, 2 outs. Matt Hurtis trying to shut the door, runner on second, and there is Walker. Shoots it to right. Vladimir Guerrero comes up, throw it. Greg Norton is safe. Walker with 3 knocks on the night. We're tied at 5. Bottom 12, Jose Vidro up. Bloop me. 2 men on against Rick White. Vidro to center. Mike Mordecai scores, and Expos win it, ending their 6-game lose.
Throws a fastball for strike 1 to Bonds. So, look at that. Bonds looks at another one. Thinks it's a low. Oh, boy, they called it a strike, and now Vasquez. One more time. Bonds swings through that one. Just his 9th strikeout of the season. He has walked 46 times. Bottom of the 3rd, Expos up 4-2. Orlando Cabrera, little double into the left field. Lee Stevens, he's running hard. He's chugging. He's going to score, and the Expos are going to be up 5-2. Top 5th, same score. Benito Santiago, Fernando Tatis. So, no doubt of that. Did you see that?
No doubt on that.
A huge catch, huh? Fielding the ball, moving fast. Nice job there.
No doubt on that.
Absolutely. You go to grade 12.
Take the stop.
David Bell, Chopper Jose Vidro, another no-doubter. Expos snap the Giants' 7-game win streak. 6-3 is your final. Livan Hernandez 0-3 in his last 4 starts after starting the season 4-0. Vasquez, his first home win of the season, to go with a nice 2.05 ERA at Olympic Stadium.
Getting the night off for the Giants in Montreal. Nearly 30,000 on hand. $5 tickets on Family Fun Day. Hot dogs only $1, so hey, what the heck? And Bonds resting with the artificial turf. He's fragile. Top 3, Jason Schmidt. Into center. They're going to wave Tsuyoshi Shinjo from second, and the Giants have a 1-0 lead. 2-2 in the 8th. Jeff Kent. Down the third base line, they're going to wave Rich Aurelia. It's a double for Kent, and the Giants have a 3-2 lead. And they'll need some defense to make it stick, and they get it in the home half of the 8th. Fernando Tatis over Marvin Bernard's head. Troy O'Leary, they're going to wave him in from first. Look at Shinjo come over, backing up the play, and fire a strike to nail O'Leary, who was just called up from AAA Ottawa earlier this week. Take another look. Shinjo, the hustle, backing up the play, and you don't need a cutoff guy when you got a guy that can throw like that. Gets a nice turf hop, and O'Leary is meat. San Francisco holds on to win 3-2. Giants have won 10 of the last 12. Rob Den worked the 9th, his 10th save and 11 chances as the Expos waste a nice effort by Tomo Oka, who allowed only 1 run on 4 hits in 7. 29,778, largest Olympic Stadium crowd since opening day.
Martinez to the former Astro Chris Truby, off balance, but gets his man. Top 3, Armas plays knock-knock with Shinjo. Let's listen. Flap down, okay, stays in the game. Armas facing Barry Bonds. Gone. Oppo, 12th on the year, number 579 of his Hall of Fame career, 4 behind McGuire, 7 behind Montreal manager Frank Robinson, tied at 1. Bottom 8, Russ Ortiz, and Vlad Guerrero has just left the building. 3rd in the National League in hitting, his 11th homer, 2-1 Expos. Bottom 7, tied at 2, runner at second, Brad Wilkerson. Base knock, Reggie Sanders. Can't come up with it. Truby comes around to score. 3-2 Expos. They would tack on one more and win it by the final of 4-2. Armas Jr. earned his 5th win, allowing 5 hits, 2 runs through 7. The Expos have followed up a 6-game losing streak with wins in 3 of their last 4. Bonds has hit 57 homers against Montreal, 1 behind his total against the Phils. But the team he loves more than any other, the Padres. He's hit 65 home runs against San Diego pitching.
Those Padres, they managed to play quickly as the Padres start a 6-game homestand. Bottom second, Carl Pavano facing Mark Conce with the bases loaded. Pavano balks. We pointed at him. Ramon Vasquez scores. We're tied at 2. A couple of batters later, Pavano facing Bubba Trammell. And that's got a chance to be a bloop single and score 2. Pavano 0-4 in his career against San Diego. ERA of 8.5. Padres leading it there 4-2, going to win it by count.
Good game. 1-1 Vladimir Guerrero. High, hard, and history.
And Carl, this is where Dave Winfield used to hit balls right there. Upper deck. Not too many people go up there.
Ryan Tolbert's had to cover his eyes to win so far. 4-2 game, not anymore. Davey Cruz would play a couple, including Trinidad Hubbard, who had a very good offensive game for the San Diego Padres. It is 4-4 as Klesko brings in the tying run. Stayed that way into the 9th, bases loaded. Who is your hero now?
Jimenez!
D'Angelo Jimenez. Padres 5, Montreal 4. Good job by Bruce Bochy, Harold, bringing in Hoffman. Obviously, he wouldn't be in a save situation playing at home. He gets the win.
Sometimes the save is not just to end the ball game. It's you got to stop the offense to get your offense an opportunity to score.
Attaboy. Klesko solo shot. 4 of his 7 home runs this year have come off lefties. He entered the season with only 16 career home runs.
Rally caps, that didn't work, so they went to rally masks. That's clever. Bottom of the 14th, the runner-on for Ryan Klesko facing Joey Eishen. Take away the C and H, you get Rich Eisen, who did the game for ESPN. Off the wall, and that is your walk-off single for Klesko. Game over. Klesko was 0 for 6 before his game-winning hit. It must have been those rally masks. Padres and NL Best 10-2 in single-run games. It's their 4th straight win.
Award.
Frank Robinson's Expos have lost 10 of their last 13. Vlad Guerrero, it's not his fault. He poleaxes Kevin Brown's offering to center for a 2-run shot, his 13th of the year. Bottom first, same score, 2 on, 2 out. Eric Karros rips Tomooka through the left side. Adrian Beltre comes in to score. Dodgers' first run in their last 18 2/3. Now it's 2-1. Bottom 3, same score. Beltre at the plate. He rips Oka to right center. Brad Wilkerson, though, is on his faithful steed. What a play. Bottom 4, 2-1. Dodgers have the bases loaded. Nobody out there fixing to bust out and score some runs. Hiram Boca Chico, weak liner to Oka. He doubles Marquise Grissom off first. Oka gets out of the inning without giving up a run. Woes continue, but now, bottom 8, 3-2 Expos. Runner on first, 1 out. Marquise Grissom, that's fair. Cesar Izturis motors all the way in from first to score. He has a double. The Dodgers finally get a break. We were tied at 3, and they would capitalize further. Graham Lloyd. Chad Kruder bloops him into center. Grissom comes around to score. The Dodgers score 3 runs for only the 2nd time in their last 16 games. They were shut out in the last 2 coming in. They had 1 run in the 26 innings coming in. You get the point. They finally scored some runs. They finally win a game. Montreal has now dropped 5 of 6. But as I say, Vlad Guerrero doing his part. He has got an 8-game hitting streak during
Los Angeles Friday night, where the flag at Dodger Stadium was at half-mast in honor of the late Joe Black. Bottom 4 tied 1-1. Marquise Grissom. Solo shot is 3rd, and it's 2-1 Dodgers right over Steve Yeager. 2-2 in the 5th. Troy O'Leary, former Red Sox great. Ground rule double to right. Well, he's a former Red Sox.
Is he great? I'm sure curious.
He had his moments.
No disrespect.
Orlando Cabrera scores. Expos up 3-2, and it's Eric Karros T-shirt night. All right, display them proudly. And Karros on his own T-shirt night is 3rd. Dodgers up 4-3. This could be the new bobblehead thing, the T-shirt deal. Wave those shirts, people. That's right. Dude, I'm wearing a Karros shirt.
He just hit a home run.
Oh, Dodgers win 8-5. Hideo Nomo, 5 2/3 to get the win. He proved to 6-0 in his last 9 starts against Montreal. Dodgers score more than 3 runs for the 2nd straight game.
The Dodgers, Odalis Perez unbeaten in his last 7 starts, the second best ERA in the majors, and Fernando Tatis could care less. He has 7 hits in his career against LA. 7 of the 17, I should say, are all home runs. Bottom second, Mark Bresalanek. Vlad with a catch, and he throws it. Jose Vidro and doubles up Paul LaDuca. That's a double play, but we need to check. That's a bounce. That's a trap, but Vlad sells it. He hops up. He throws it to second. LaDuca and Bresalanek cannot believe it, and the Expos win 3-1. That's hard to believe. They snap a 5-game losing streak. Carl Pavano threw very well, 6 hits and 7 1/3. Odalis Perez gives up more than 2 runs for the first time in 8 starts.
On Sunday, Bruce Chan. Eric Karros, high, hard, in history. 2-run home run for Karros, 3-0 Dodgers. Bottom 2, 3-zip, and they're trying to add to it, and they do. Chad Kruger, wall ball, climbing over. Bruce Chin pulled. 4 hits, 5 runs, and 1+. Bottom 4, 7-zip. Andy Ashby has never done this in his career.
You can tell by the way he ran out of the box he hadn't had much practice at it. He was hoping to get off the wall. Now he doesn't know where to go from there.
8-0 Dodgers. Paul LaDuca. 3 hits already, make it 4. 10-1.
LaDuca's so versatile. Gave him a day off as a catcher, put him in left field, and they played a solid left field, and still they got to have his bat in the lineup. And, well, obviously you look at the line score and we flip over to the Dodgers and paid off.
How do you explain that, Buck? How do you explain a team that can't score 3 runs for about, 10 games, and all of a sudden this happens? Where's that come
Snowball. Once it gets going, and like I said before, anybody that thinks they can put their finger on that and say, this is the reason why, it just happens. It's part of baseball. And that's why when you're dealing with an owner or somebody that really hasn't been in that venue, it's very frustrating for the people down on the field. You see it happen all the time.
Leave the TVs where they are. Okay. Karros 3 for 3. Paul LaDuca 4 for 4 with 3 RBIs. It's a Los Angeles 9-run victory.
North of the border, Braves and Expos tied at 3 in the ninth. Marcus Giles facing T.J. Tucker, a number. And then Tucker kind of short arms and didn't know who to throw it to. Rafael Furcal is absolutely speeding, doesn't even hesitate. Jose Macias throw hits him in the head, but it's not kickball, so he's safe. 2 errors on the play, 4 on the night. Braves up 4-3, and it's a lock because here comes John Smoltz. 12 for his last 12, and save opportunities. That's Jose Vidro with a chopper. Andy Chavez comes in to score. We're tied at 4. We go to extra innings. Top 10, 2 on for Jesse Garcia and the Braves. Garcia smokes one up the middle, and Vinny Castilla is headed home, but he takes a look, and Andy Chavez did not hesitate. You are out. Great play all the way around. We're still tied at 4. Bottom 10, bases loaded. Brad Wilkerson off Chris Hammond, and it's a cue shot. There was like a little T-ball hit. And what do you know? Hammond's throw to first, not in time. Lee Stevens comes in to score, and the Expos win a bizarre game 5-4. Montreal, 15 hits in the game. 5 men had 2 hits or more. Jose Vidro had 3. He is sizzling in the midst of a career-high 16-game hitting streak. North of the border with a 1-0 lead in the top of the 4th. This is not good news. Gary Sheffield, it's not the ground out. It's that right there. Going to have his hamstring looked at in Atlanta on Thursday. Top 5, man on first, nobody out. Jose Vidro, unbelievable play, and that's a 4-6-3. That's amazing. Now in the 9th, Tom Glavine's parents, they're watching the game. What are they looking at?
I don't know.
It's a bat!
No way.
It's a ball.
Oh.
I was kidding. Glavine in the 9th.
In the gap to left center. Can Andrew catch up with it? A diving catch ends the game! Andrew Jones does it again with a tremendous diving grab. What a catch!
Yeah, wow is right. Tom's parents didn't get hit by a ball. Atlanta wins 2-0. Glavine throws the Braves' first complete game since he tossed one last September the 2nd. It's his 22nd career shutout. He has 11 starts on the year and has given up 2 runs or fewer in 9 of them. All 4 Montreal hits came from the top 3 in the order. Jose Vidro had one of these on the road. Roe Bayed, 4-18. They've got a 1-game winning streak on the road. Oh, boy. That's a problem. That's Randy Wolf. He's upset. He got taken out of the game in the top of the 7th with a Sachs jam. That's Carlos Silva facing Orlando Cabrera with the bases loaded. But you see Hunter Wendelstedt sort of waving his arms around. That's
Trying to
because
fly?
he said, well, no, he's not trying to fly. He's not, no geese in formation. It's just, he says it's a foul ball. Acting Philadelphia manager Gary Varsho comes out to argue that's because Larry Bowa's got that 3-game suspension deal. Same at bat. Silva does strike out, but Vlad Guerrero, he comes up and he empties the bases. 3 runs come in to score. The Expos win. Jose Vidro, incidentally, for the Spos, extends his hitting streak to 18 games. That leads the major leagues.
Classic here. Start things up. They go into extra innings, but in the second, Jeremy Giambi, first at bat as a Philly. They got something to prove, huh? 2-run shot. He'd also homer in his second at bat with Philadelphia.
I want to play every day, he says.
That's what he's saying. Bottom of the 8th, 8-6 Phillies, men on first and second, 2 outs. Will Cordero. Oh no! Scott Rowland misplayed it. Look, Pat Burrell out there in left field. He's having problems. 2 runs will score. And yikes, they're tying it up 8-8.
I don't think Metallica was mad because Rowland missed that ball. I think he's mad because they were guarding the line. Safety net for the manager. He had to run about 20 yards to try to catch that ball.
Now here, Jose Mesa on in the 9th in a 9-8 game. Philadelphia takes the lead. Jose Vidro, chopper. Travis Lee comes over, and oh no, safe at first. A little short step.
Well, I've heard of short arming. That's a short leg.
Vladimir Guerrero would have a base hit. Then Troy O'Leary, who's batting .393, brings in the run. We got a 9-9 ball game, tying it up in the bottom of the 9th. 2 outs. Winning run on third. Look at Michael Barrett. He's going to get that run in. No! Oh, Tomas Perez, great play, saves the game for Philadelphia. Extra innings, bases loaded. Jose Vidro, he had Vladdy on deck. Vladdy's not batting. Jose Vidro, walk-off, grand slam, 13-9. A lot of twists and turns in that game.
How do you not step on first base? You're 1 inch away. Slide into the bag, do something, the ball game would have been over.
I don't know if it looked like he was afraid he was going to run over Mesa's foot, or I don't know. I haven't seen that one before.
Afraid doesn't quite do it.
The first walk-off grand slam by an Expo, by the way, since O. Henry Rodriguez did it in July of '97. Jason Giambi and David Eckstein have had walk-off grand slams already this year.
Wear those tri-colored caps, remember?
No.
Yeah, you do. Rusty, stop work. Meanwhile, the Phillies' Marlon Anderson in Montreal off the foul ball. Circuit. 3-1, late Phillies. Pat the flying Burl off Javier Vasquez. It's going to bounce off the wall. It's a double for Burl and 5-2 Philadelphia behind. The guy that's been the race, Vicente Padilla. The guy that's been an ace at the plate is Jose Vidro. Grand slam to win it Saturday night. Base hit scores Brad Wilkerson, sword blade. Vidro 4 for 4. His hitting streak is now 20 games. Vladimir, Macias is going to score from third on the wild pitch, and we're 5-5. And then Vladimir Guerrero still up. Little bouncer up the middle. Expos get cat. They get 4 runs in the 7th. And the Phillies fall and get swept by Les Expos. Montreal wins it by the count of 6-5. Moonlight Graham Lloyd gets the win. I love that nickname from right? We love Moonlight Graham. It's about 1 inning once for his movie fame. And he gets the win out of the bullpen in front of 19,000 in front of the Expos. The Phillies now 4-21 on the road. They did make a deal with Toronto for Dan Plesac, the veteran lefty. Buck, you had him. He comes from Toronto to the Phillies for relief pitcher Cliff Polite.
Montreal, bottom 3, Rafael Furcal. Off Tony Armas Jr., and it's going to score Wes Helms and Javi Lopez. 2-run double for Furcal. He was 2 for 4. It's a 4-run Atlanta third. And now it's Andrew Jones with some support of Tom Glavine, who is dazzling today. And you know what? Jones has his moments as well. There he is in center field. Michael Barrett loses a base hit. Jose Vidro coming in with a 20-game hit streak, top 6. Glavine, off-speed pitch. Glavine gave up just 1 run on 5 hits. He struck out 8. Top 9, Vidro, last chance to extend his hit streak. And, oh yeah, to left, a solo shot is 5th. This snaps Glavine's 32-inning scoreless streak. Here's a look at Vidro's last 2 at-bats. 6th inning, he's way off the plate. Strikes out on the outside pitch. 9th inning, he moves up on the plate. Good wood
Nice job of spotting that, by the way.
Yeah, well, I do what I can. But Glavine and the Braves roll 5-1. Tom Glavine tosses a 5-hitter, lowers his ERA to 1.59. That's the best ERA in the major leagues. Braves win for the 4th time in 5 games. They move into a tie.
And New York tied for first coming into this thing. Fernando Tatis, Damian Moss. That's a solo act. 1-0 Expos. Fernando's 4th of the season. Bottom 2, this isn't good. Chipper. Right off of his right calf.
Sort of set a theme for tonight's ball game.
A bad theme as far as Braves are concerned. He'd leave the game. Called a badly bruised right calf. Likely will miss 1, maybe 2 games. Starter Britt Reams. Hitless through 3, but the Expos go to the pen. He's not used to throwing much more than that anyway.
No, it's bullpen night. Ishii to Lloyd, but Lloyd has some problems. Watch Gary Sheffield, Damian Moss. Last 7 starts have been outstanding. Julio Franco, little dribbler, but it gets Rafael Furcal in. But this is bad news, Carl.
Certainly is. Andrew Jones, he fouls one off his foot. A little delayed reaction, and he realizes, gosh, that hurt a lot. He stayed in the game. Then he was able to do this. Marcus Giles scores. Jesse Garcia scores. 4-2 Braves, but soon thereafter, Andrew said, guys, this really does hurt. I'm going to check out. Left ankle injury for him. And how about this? Watch what happens to Marcus Giles. He lands on his right ankle in a terrible spot.
Remember, Mark DeRosa won the job, got hurt in his 2nd game. He's on had to have an ankle in. It's unbelievable what's happened to these guys.
Trainer said afterwards, Peter and Mike, it could be 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even longer. MRI and X-rays to come on Wednesday. Vidro, 3rd, Vinny Castilla. He's up with it. We say Vidro's batting streak. Remember the home run off Glavine? No, it didn't happen here. 0 for 4. The streak ends at 21. And the Expos lose by a final score of 5-2. But big picture, this may be a real tough night.
It's tough, but if you look at it positively, Damian Moss, last 7 starts, hasn't allowed more than 2 runs in any
injury. Who's playing? These guys. Jose Vidro at the plate. John Smoltz on to lock it down. Darren Bragg, be a hero. Or not, with the bases loaded. Fernando Tatis, Will Cordero, Jose Macias all come in to score, and Jose Vidro gets a little greedy, thrown out at 3rd. Expos lead 4-2. Braves trying to come back. They've got the bases loaded in the bottom of the 9th. Vinny Castilla grounds out to end the game. Scott Stewart gets the save. No relation to our Stewart Scott. Get well soon, partner. The Expos win for just the 2nd time in their last 14 road games. 1 hitting streak ends for Jose Vidro and another. Expos and the Braves, Michael Barrett. Born in Atlanta, still lives in Alpharetta. Shot to right field. Darren Bragg goes into the wall hard. Fernando Tatis would score 1-0 Expos. Barrett, he has a triple. Let's watch the replay now. Bragg almost made a great grab to save the game on Wednesday night, diving in towards the infield. Here he dives out towards the wall, and look out. And actually, the wall has a little damage. Bragg was all right. Easy for me to say. Carl Pavano facing Bragg. Bragg gets even with the baseball gods. Brings in Vinny Castilla. Braves lead 2-1. Top 6, same score. Jason Marquis facing Lee Stevens. And Marquis, he says, when you're 100%, you're always a little better than when you're not.
Makes sense.
Sort of a Yogi Berra kind of a thing. Jason Marquis, he's won 3 of 4 starts since coming off the DL. He also had a hit and scored a run and is batting .286. Atlanta has won 10 of 14 and moved a half a game ahead of the Idle Mets. Exponentially, the Expos have lost 13 of 15 on the road. Bottom 9, it's 8-7. Marlon Anderson, who had already homered in the game with Tomas Perez on third. He stings one to center, but Jose Macias is there. Expos survive 4 Philly home runs and win by 1.